Sairam para pemirsa Media Sai Indonesia. Kembali lagi bersama saya Bhavna yang akan menemani Anda pada episode Kamis bersama Sai minggu ini. Nah pemirsa, kita kan masih dalam masa karantina nih, jadi kita syutingnya dari rumah. Nah biar gak bosen ngobrol sendiri, gimana kalau kita langsung saja telepon Sister Laksmi untuk bergabung bersama kita.
Sairam Sis Lakshmi.
Sairam Sis Bhavna. Gimana kabar Sis? Baik-baik aja Sis, cuma ini aku jadi tambah banyak lemak nih Sis, di rumah aja makan dulu. Sis Bhavna gimana?
Sama Sis. Ini karena nganggur, banyak waktu luang, jadi dipakai untuk masak terus dimakan.
Wah. Gimana Sis, Kamis bersama Sai, bersama Media Sai Indonesia?
Nah Sis, saya nih sebenarnya telepon Sister Lakshmi pengen diskusi lebih lanjut nih Sis. Dalam episode kemarin kita sudah membahas ya tentang sedikit ya tentang kekuatan berdoa yang dibawakan oleh Blue Official dan juga discourse suami ya Sis ya.
Betul, Silent Terra ya?
Iya benar sih, Silent Terra. Kita udah dengar tuh gimana sih berdoa itu dengan hati yang murni dapat membantu kita. Nah tapi sih selain itu kan pasti masih banyak nih Sis yang bisa kita diskusikan lebih dalam lagi nih Sis. Mungkin ada cerita-cerita atau gimana. Sister Laksmi mau nggak sih mungkin ada cerita yang enak didengar gitu yang seru terus bisa motivasi kita untuk terus berdoa Sis. Kan kapan-kapan tuh ya mungkin rasanya kayaknya aduh bosen masa gitu-gitu doang sih. Kayak maksudnya berdoa kapan ya, kan orang beda-beda nih caranya. Mungkin kayak ada yang berdoanya tuh misalnya namsmer nih Sis, jadi kayak mengulang-ulang nama Tuhan. Nah karena kita kalau ucapin sering-sering terus-terusan kan kita merasa kayak bosen ya. Apa berguna apa enggak sih sebenarnya gitu, didengerin apa enggak sih sebenarnya gitu kan. Nah mungkin Sister Laksmi ada tips atau ada cerita atau apa gitu Sis biar kita lebih motivasi lagi nih Sis.
Oh iya Sis, kebetulan banget nih kemarin-kemarin saya baru baca satu cerita yang menarik. Jadi dari salah satu student Baba yang biasa mencantingkan Weda di Kulwen Hall Sis.
Wow.
Sis tahu kan kalau di Kulwen Hall itu ada setiap hari melantunkan rudram ya Sis, dan ada yang lain. Nah ini cerita dari Sri Weda Narayanan.
Wow.
Nah Sri Weda Narayanan ini punya satu cerita pengalaman hidupnya sendiri yang cukup menarik, bukan cukup lagi yang membuat kita lebih wow tentang nama Bhagawan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Jadi jika kita mengulang-ulang nama Sri Satya Sai Baba itu terjadi sesuatu yang benar-benar membuka mata kita Sis tentang nama Bhagawan kita. Sis mau tahu nggak ceritanya kayak gimana?
Aku sudah nggak sabar nih Sis.
Oke deh, kalau gitu kita langsung aja ya dengerin cerita dari segmen Sai Sutra di Kamis bersama Sai hari ini.
My mother was the happiest person because she has already become the first devotee. And what about me? I was so small. I was hardly 3-4 years old, and I can say a bundle of energy, very hyper in nature. I cannot sit quiet even for a moment. Mischief to the maximum. This was my nature. And just to control me, because mother could not stand all my demands, so she said, whatever you want, you ask Swami. You chant Om Sri Sai Ram and your wish will be fulfilled. Really? All my wish will be fulfilled? I questioned her. Mother said, definitely it will be fulfilled. You chant Om Sri Sai Ram. How many times you want me to chant? I cannot go on chanting. You tell me how many times I will do that. So just to make me keep quiet for some time, what she did do, she told me, chant 108 times. So that at least that much time she can bear from me. So 108, I was too small to understand what was 108. I asked, what is 108? Then she thought of a plan. She said, it's very simple. Look like this. Close your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each time chanting Om Sri Sai Ram. And while doing this, once you complete a cycle, close one finger. So it will become 40, 50, 60. This will become 100. Another 8. This is 108. But I thought that I understood it correctly. So whenever I wanted something, what I used to do, I used to do Om Sri Sai Ram 10 in these fingers, Om Sri Sai Ram another 10 in this finger, and 8. This 28 used to be my 108. Believe me, anything I thought I wanted, it happened. Miracles used to happen. And those were the days we very frequently we used to go to Prashanthi Nilayam. And whenever we used to go to Puttaparthi, there is one desire that we should have an interview with Bhagavan. And whenever I felt the day we should have an interview with Bhagavan, 28 times Om Sri Sai Ram, rest assured Swami used to call for an interview. But at the same time, my mischief did not come down. Before Swami used to come for darshan, and those were the days there is no Sai Kulwant hall. If we sit in front of the mandir, we could see the Chitravati river. That is how the whole area was. But I used to play in the sand, throw sand here and there, because it was filled with sand in front of Swami's mandir. And I used to disturb all the devotees next to me. So one day, one of the devotees got really fed up with me. And he said, what a naughty child you are. You can't even sit quiet for 2 minutes. Look, Swami is going to come out now. Today he is come and scold you. Swami scolding me? No, he will not scold me. I retorted, definitely today you are going to get scolding from Swami. No, Swami will not scold me. Do you want to see? In fact, Swami will call me for an interview, I said. Now this devotee looked at me. For you interview, you will never get. Is it? This is a challenge for me. This is a prestige question. So here was little Dhruva sitting closed eyes 28 times Om Sri Sai Ram. And evening, Bhagavan beautifully came out of the interview room. He came in front of me. He looked at me and asked, hey, where is your father? I said, Swami, he's sitting over there. Go for an interview. I looked at the devotee next to me. His eyeballs have almost come out of the socket. No, I am not satisfied. Swami standing in front of me, I got up, stood and looked at him like this and walked to the interview room. This is how Swami placed the power of Namasmarana in my heart. In this world, whatever you want, God's name is the most powerful thing. If you have God's name, you can conquer anything and everything in this life. Swami put that seed of Namasmarana in my young heart way back.
Wah, sis, itu ceritanya tadi seru juga ya sis ya, ternyata ya. Saya yang tadinya berpikiran kayak, aduh ini didengar nggak ya, kita tuh sering-sering memanggil nama Tuhan, tapi dengan cerita yang tadi sis Laksmi kasih tahu itu di bagian Sai Sutra, ternyata jika kita melakukan Namasmarana dengan hati yang murni dan kita percaya, itu ternyata memang Swami benar-benar mendengarkan ya sis ya.
Loh, padahal kan dari ceritanya tadi anak Sri Wedanarayana itu saat ketika itu masih polos ya, masih anak-anak. Tapi kuncinya cuma satu sis, yang penting kita yakin sis bahwa nama yang kita sebutkan itu memiliki efek yang besar ketika kita lantunkan.
Benar-benar sis, aduh jadi lebih semangat lagi nih.
Harus sis, harus semangat. Habis ini kita ngapain nih sis?
Nah, kayaknya sekarang ini saya mau baca-baca lagi sis, mau melakukan Namasmarana. Kayaknya kita sudah cukup dari diskusinya hari ini sis. Gimana kalau kita lanjutkan lagi minggu depan dengan bahasan yang lebih dalam lagi nih sis.
Oke, Sip, minggu depan segmennya apa sih?
Minggu depan kita ada segmen hati ke hati sis.
Hati ke hati, oke deh.
Baiklah pemirsa, terima kasih sudah bersama kami pada episode hari ini, dan minggu depan kita akan bahas masih dengan topik yang sama, kita akan bahas lebih dalam lagi.
Betul banget. Jangan lupa untuk subscribe, like, komen, dan share channel Mediasai Indonesia.
Sampai jumpa.
Sampai jumpa.